Hi guys, what's up? So, by the title, you must have realized that this is not like usually like one of my usual videos, and I was thinking of practically scratching this idea from the very beginning. But hi, you must be wondering why I have stopped the frame right here in the very beginning of the video. The reason that I have stopped on this particular frame is that you can really see all the insecurities I have in this one frame. My eyebrows are too bushy, I have 3 acne marks, one of them which is very huge and red on my cheek, my double chin is visible, and my forehead looks bigger than ever. Now, if I did not point these out, you might not even have noticed it because you were too busy watching the video. But this video is all about being yourself and not being insecure of who you are. In fact, some of my biggest insecurities are in this frame alone. So, now you can continue watching the video while knowing that even an insecure person like me can talk big, so you can be big too. Okay, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and remember, you're beautiful and I'm proud of you. Anyways, moving on from the disgusting frame of myself, continue watching the video and I hope you enjoy it. Someone, and you know what, it's not about someone, a lot of people speak up about it, but unlike those very brave people who can click the press record button and just speak about it freely, I have a fear of being judged. And you cannot judge me for that because I'm sure you do as well, and so does every other person. Yes, I'm an avid believer of F what people say about you, but then you can't really ignore everything that comes your way, and even you know it. You might not care about the fact that you might show it to them that you don't care about it, but deep down you might think about it at night. You're eating dinner, you just might think about the comment that they passed about you, your personality, your body, anything, and that just hits you all of a sudden. And it's not in a way that maybe when they're saying it at that time you are completely dismissing it, but later it genuinely might hit you. And that is normal for you, for me, for anyone. It is normal for even the most prettiest girl in your school. Okay, because like I said in the caption of this video, the title of this video is puberty is different for everyone, and that is absolutely normal and okay because we are human beings, right? Puberty is said to develop in a human since they're preteens, which is 12 years old, and it just develops until you're a fully mature adult. And it is not necessary that puberty will start hitting a person at 12 years old exactly. It is not, because we are humans and we have different body clocks, different cycles of our lives. And this is not only just for women, this is also just for men as well, right? Because we see today, if a guy who is 13 or 14 years of age with sort of not that masculine of a voice, he gets very emasculated. If he is too overweight, if he is just too thin, he's called mota, he's called malnutrition and whatnot, and they're just supposed to take it in because they're men, right? And I'm not trying to be pick me or anything here, I'm gonna get to the females as well, but it's just the fact that our society sees puberty as like a taboo. It is just so it's kind of infuriating in a way, because I have a brother who's very close to me. He's my cousin brother, and he was a little late to puberty. He didn't have facial hair, nor did he have a very masculine voice, nor did he have a very masculine body in the sense that muscles and shit. He did not. He's comparatively shorter. He is quite thin. He grew facial hair. He's starting to grow facial hair at the age of 15 to 16, where guys usually do that by the age of 13 to 14, even younger if some guys have extra testosterone in their body. And mostly usually guys do start developing a sort of raspy masculine voice by the age of 13. Him, on the other hand, he did have a quite childlike voice up until the age of 13 to 14, and it is just starting to develop. That should have happened, according to the society, it should have happened 3 years ago. It is happening to him now, and I have seen him get emasculated by his own relatives, his own so-called family, just throughout his whole life, and all he could do was laugh about it. But I know that deep down it hurts. He has lots of friends, and he could have seen his friends getting beards or even slight mustache or any kind of facial hair at the age of 13 to 14. He could, whenever he would talk to his friends, he might feel insecure that, wait, my voice is like this, but theirs is much more emasculate, like more masculine. So he used to talk less because of that. And now that he is finally getting out of his shell a little more, he's realized that, okay, I'm developing. He feels a lot more confident, because that is what our society has made him and many other boys believe, that until and unless you have facial hair or your voice is masculine, you are a child, you have not hit puberty, and you are not a man. And that is very, very sad. I'm sorry, it is not normal, it is extremely sad. That is the sad reality of the society. Now, getting to us females, we have a lot of things going on in our lives. Most of us get sexualized, most of us get molested, groped, anywhere we go, no matter what our body looks like. You might be disgusted of what a female looks like because she's too thin or too fat, but you don't know. You might say that, "ए, दिखे क्या ताकत है? इसके इसके तरफ कौन देखेगा? इसके साथ कौन सेक्सुअल होने जाएगा, इसके साथ कौन रिलेशनशिप में जाएगा, इसका इसका चेहरा देखो," और whatever. But you don't know how many times she's been molested, because she's been deemed as an easy target. And then when she tries to go and complain about the fact that, I've been molested, I feel molested, you laugh about it, saying that, oh, be lucky, that is the only action you're gonna get for the rest of your life. Why? If you are disgusted about our bodies, why touch it without our consent? Why do you think that just because we are slightly overweight or overweight or underweight, why do you think you have the right to touch our bodies? Our bodies. It does not matter if nobody wants to touch us. It does not matter if you're disgusted by our bodies. Just because our body is different than what the society deems to be a perfect body does not mean you have the right to touch it or the right over it or anything at all. And so personally, I'm talking about myself here. I am a girl with PCOD, which is polycystic, I don't know the whole full form. It's basically you have cysts in your ovaries, and that means your periods are late. There are many symptoms. People have PCOS and PCOD. I am personally a person with PCOD. It is a genetic thing. It happens. My dad's side's female all had PCOD growing up, so naturally I do as well. It is a genetic thing that happened to me, and because of that I find it really hard to lose weight, right? I'm not what it is set or classified to be obese, nor am I what they say is to be a perfect zero figure. Yes, I was a perfect zero figure sometime when I was 5 or 6 years old, when I had a body that a child is supposed to have. But as I grew up, with my PCOD developing, and I have many health issues that I do not want to disclose on the internet right now, which has brought me to where I am with my weight. I was never an avid eater. I was never someone who would stuff their face until the food went to your brains. I was not that kind of a person, nor am I that person now. I can barely finish one plate of food, which people find very hard to believe, because তোকে তো এরকম দেখতে, तू तो ऐसे दिखते है यार, why can't you finish this much food? I can't, because I just can't. My stomach has a capacity, and that has nothing to do with how I look outside. But if you are dumb, if you're really that dumb to realize, if you think that my stomach is this size because maybe I am this size, that is not true. I am human. I have the size of the stomach that you do. Even if you're this and I'm this, my stomach is not this. Your stomach is this, so is my stomach. Okay, and I'm not skinny shaming anyone here. What I'm saying is that it is said to be the same for skinny girls. If you're slightly over the weight of 50 kgs at my age, you're overweight, you're obese. If you're under the weight of 45 kgs, or you're 45 kgs to 47 kgs, you are underweight. You look like a skeleton, or you look like a beanbag. There is no in between. I am very sorry to everyone out there who thinks every girl is gonna grow up with an hourglass shaped body. That is just not the reality. And even if you do have an hourglass shaped body, if you're born with that, if you have grown up with that, good for you. That is your normal. The shape of body I have, it is my normal. The shape of body a skinny girl has is her normal. So until and unless it is something genuinely concerning your health, it is normal. It is very weird that when we see an obese person, I'm not going to say girl or guy, when we see an obese person sit on us beside the bus, on the bus, anything, if we walk by an obese person, same to same with like a very skinny person, we naturally think, oh, they're unwell. Oh my god, I feel so bad for them. Why do you feel so bad for them? They're not unwell. Yeah, they might have some health complications because of their weight, but that does not mean they are unwell, that we don't treat them like humans. And we don't. We genuinely don't. Okay? I am no big talker. Even I have caught myself looking twice if I see a person who is overweight or very skinny. I am no saint. I have caught myself looking at it, but I have never felt that pity that, oh my god, look, their life must be so hard. When let's me give an example. When Bharti Singh, she's a very very famous comedian, when she got married to Harsh, her current husband of many years now, they even have kids together, everyone praised her husband, saying that, oh my god, you did that. Did what? Fall in love with a woman, seeing beyond just her body, which is completely normal. Her body is completely normal, by the way. But instead of just looking at her body like this disgusting society does, he looked at her personality, he looked at her brain, he looked at how, maybe through his eyes, and not even maybe, I'm pretty sure if we look through his eyes, she's the most gorgeous woman on this planet. And you know what? F it, she is a freaking gorgeous woman. And it is just your brain or your eyes that is not seeing past it. We get a girl who develops bigger breasts in puberty, you start sexualizing her. You see a girl who fails to develop any breasts in puberty, she's built like a 12-year-old boy. My breasts and my body has nothing to do with your pleasure. I'm sorry. I go to family functions and there are aunties with their big ass stomachs spilling out, telling me that I need to diet because at this age, how will I find a boy in the future if I have this body? And it is sad. I have learned to cope with it, but a lot of girls don't. A lot of girls at the age of like 10, 12 years old, baby girls, they're literally babies. Their relatives tell their parents, oh, feed her this, feed her that. She's gonna grow too fat, she's gonna grow too thin, she's gonna grow too frail. Why? And my friends, they do it out of, some of you are gonna watch this video, my friends, I love you guys so much, and I have nothing against you, but they jokingly call me fat. Okay, which is not really entirely false. I don't have a zero figure body. I have a stomach pooch, and yeah, I'm more mid-sized, but no, I'm not afraid to admit that, oh my god, I'm fat. Ew, I cannot be fat. If I was fat, I would genuinely gladly own up to it that yes, I am fat. But right now, as of now, I'm not fat. I am mid-sized, but my back rolls, my stomach rolls, my stomach in general, people deem to me as being fat. My body is somewhat shaped like it goes like this and then it goes like that, and not the perfect hourglass body. I'm sort of built like a fridge, and that is fine for me. I don't care what a guy will think when I go on a date with him, or what my friends will think if I wear a crop top instead of an oversized shirt to cover up my body, because I don't like to cover up my body. I like to own up to the body I have because I love it. And I have had a lot of people tell me, oh, you're just lazy, you just need to exercise, you just need to walk, you just need to cut your diet, you just need to swim. What makes you think I have not tried that? And because of this very reason, I had an eating disorder all throughout like 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th grades. Yes, I know, 6, 7, whatever. But like, yeah, so I'm not blaming my friends, okay? Whatever they say, they don't say it out of their hearts. They joke about it, and that is. I mean, not. I'm not like justifying it, but it affects me sometimes. Sometimes I laugh about it. Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and believe that I'm not good enough, and that is not their fault. I mean, not entirely, because whatever they do, it's just to lighten the mood. They don't make a joke out of me. They just joke with me. It's not like they try to insult me in front of other people with my weight or something. They joke with me about myself, which is, I mean, sort of, I guess I have also allowed them to do over the years, because I was made to believe that I don't have a flat stomach, I don't have a perfect body, so I should just be the comedic relief in the background instead of trying to be the main character. But eventually, I realized I am the main character of my own life, not of anybody else's life. I'm not supposed to be, because their main character is supposed to be just them, but I am the main character of my life, and that is completely fine. Yes, I do care about my weight. I tried to be health conscious. I have danced my whole entire life. I'm a classical dancer. I That is very unbelievable to some people, because again, like I said, we are also supposed to have a body of a dancer, or whatever that means. I've been a classical dancer my whole life. I took swimming lessons for 6 years straight. I have eaten healthy. There have been times where I've just survived on soup for months over an end, because I did not want to look fat in a dress that I'm gonna wear. And eventually you realize that you are not supposed to fit into the dress is supposed to fit onto you, and that is genuinely all that matters. Coming to the caption or the title of this video, puberty is not the same for anyone. I just want to say that it is, if you're a guy, if you're a girl, if you feel that your body is too much, if you feel that you are not masculine enough, not feminine enough, your body is too fat, too thin, too rough, too, I don't know, whatever. If you're a guy and you're into femininity, and if you're a girl and you're more masculine, that is fine. At the end of the day, when you're lying in your deathbed, you have to make sure you did not regret any decision that you made for yourself in your life. That is genuinely all that matters. Trust me, there have been so many times where I have not worn something I really wanted to wear just because my stomach was visible in it, or my back rolls were visible, but it is fine. Humans are not supposed to be designed to a default setting. There's no default body for a human that you're supposed to be that, and if you're other than that, you're not normal. All humans are supposed to be shaped differently, and that is the beauty of being a human. You're unique to yourself. You can build your own character, color your hair, get 40 piercings, eat, don't eat, be skinny and beautiful, be fat and beautiful. Stop using skinny and fat as a slur, because they are not. They just describe the uniqueness and beauty of a human body. If you're mid-sized, if you're a size M, if you're a size small, if you're a size extra small, hell, even if you're a size extra small, if you're a size large, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, 5XL, does not matter. Until and unless you are happy, that is genuinely all that matters. And hey, if any auntie at any place tries to tell you that you need to eat a salad, or you need to stop eating salads and eat more, you tell them, auntie, I can tell you're jealous of me because I am living my life and you did not get that. But like, it's okay if you want to take that out on me, it's fine, but maybe go to your house and look at yourself in the mirror before telling me what I should look like for you or the society. Because you know what, at the end of the day, my body, and if it makes my body happy, then I am happy. And to you guys, if your friends are slightly overweight, mid-sized, don't put them in the fat category. I'm not saying that fat is a slur, but what I'm saying is, you could be the reason your friend gets an eating disorder, whether you made jokes about them being obese or malnutrition, okay? And like I said, obesity is not a disease. Obesity is something that it gets to you very mentally, and people who are obese, they are usually very depressed, or they have some condition that led them there. Same with people who look malnutritioned. It is just before you comment on anyone, just know that how they must feel living this life the way they are. I have always tortured myself because I was never a zero figure girl, and I've always had absolutely gorgeous friends. I still do have absolutely gorgeous friends with absolutely beautiful bodies, and I have always found myself comparing my body to theirs. But you know what? Their bodies are absolutely fine the way they are. My body is also absolutely fine the way it is. And I realized it is different for everyone, and it took me a long time to get here. And even if you're not there, just know you're gonna get there soon enough. And I'm proud of you no matter what you're going through. And if you're still enduring people who are using your body or your physical features against you as an insult, just know they don't have anything better to do in life. Just know they don't have anything else, anything more genuine, like anything more like worse to attack you with. If people who are hating on you are calling you, oh she's so skinny, you, oh she's so fat, disgusting pig, if they're saying that, just know they have nothing better, nothing worse against you. Think of them as just background noises, right? Because if they had something genuine to attack you with, that if you're a bad person or something, then that is when you let it get to you. But as long as they're just throwing slurs at you for the way you look, just know that they genuinely don't have anything worse against you, and they're just trying to get inside your head, trying to be the main character of your story. But always remember, side characters die, or they're just in the crowds and nobody gets to notice them. But you, the main character, if you're a guy and your voice is still not developed, if you don't get facial hair easily, if you don't have six pack abs, if you have a tummy, if you don't have like a lot of fat in your body, if you're skinny, you are masculine enough if you want to feel like it. And if you don't want to feel masculine, you want to wear nail polish, you want to wear dresses, fine. Are you happy doing that? All that matters. And if you're a girl with the same conditions, you don't have a zero figure body, you don't have a flat stomach, you don't have big breasts with a curvaceous waist, or you don't have breasts at all, like you're skinny, does not matter. If you want to feel feminine or masculine, you want to go to the gym and build muscles, and you want to make sure that those muscles are see through every shirt, like especially sleeveless shirts. And if your relatives tell you, oh she's a girl, you're not supposed to have muscles, you're supposed to be skinny and petite, you're not. Short, tall, masculine, feminine, facial hair, no facial hair, whatever it is, no matter what gender you are, whatever you are, if you even have no gender, be happy with yourself, be okay with yourself, because as long as you accept yourself and you love yourself, that is genuinely all that matters. And once you do that, nobody else gets to you. Well, I'm sorry, they do get to you, but you know what, you learn to push them aside like dirt in the dustbin. And yeah, I know when you throw prawn heads into the dustbin, it's gonna stink a little, and they stink a lot more than prawn heads in a dustbin. But you also get to take the plastic out and you're gonna throw it away, and the stench goes away. So just think of these bullies as stinky prawn heads in a dustbin, and live your life the way you wanna live, okay? I love you so much, and whoever you are out there struggling with whatever you are struggling with, I am very proud of you. Your body is normal, your mental health is normal, and those bullies who try to bring you down, they're just jealous of you, and they're not normal because they have nothing better to do in their lives. They have nothing genuinely bad against you to use your body or your features against you. You're beautiful, and no matter who you are, man, woman, no gender, trans, whatever you are your own boss. Keep fighting. I love you, survivor.